Let's play! Hello everybody. I just wanted to play Final Fantasy XIV. So I'm playing the story mode of that. I'm gonna focus only on story and job quests. And I just wanted to have a catalog of my of me playing the story because I frequently forget what actually happens and has happened. Because I have a different character, but I couldn't tell you anything that has happened so far. So I figured, why not just record myself playing through the story, and then, you know, if I'm ever confused on something, I can come back to it. So that's what I'm gonna do. This will probably require a little bit of editing, more so than the other episodes of this channel, but that is what it is. Yes, we are in some place. Very scantily clad, as is the Catgirl outfit. I am, however, playing a completely different class than I've ever played before, which is to say I'm playing a tank. I've never played a tank in an MMO before, so this will at least be first time experience learning how to tank. Surely my experience with Overwatch can carry over a little bit. I say to myself, as if that would have anything to do with anything. Like, ma'am, this is a third-person this is a third-person role-playing game MMO role-playing game. I don't know why I said it. This is a third-person MMO JRPG. All right, I don't think first-person shooter, hero shooter combat is anything comparable. But I at least understand, like, if you're tanking, like, hey, yeah, you know, keep the enemies on your ass. Make sure everyone's aggroed onto you and just stay alive. They'll do some damage, but it's mainly the DPS stuff you have to kill, which is important. I think if I'm understanding tanks based on all the it's just keep everyone alive and keep the enemy on your ass. Which I'm sure I can do. I'm sure that's fine. You know, what's the worst that could happen? Also completely missing the main story. Hey you! Who, me? Hey you, Pikachu? You alright, lass? You were moaning something fierce for a while there. Feeling the effects of the Aether, I reckon. You'll get used to it, though. Don't worry. Oh, this is interesting also, because it's the first time I'm starting and not starting in Gridania, I'm pretty sure. Because, like, I've messed around with, like, new characters before a couple times. I've done the beginning a couple times, but only ever in Gridania. So, this will be interesting to see how it differs, if at all. You there, halt. Oh, hello there. What's all this about? Inspection. Men, search the garage. I'm just an honest peddler, friend, so, don't be too disappointed if you don't find nothing, eh? Mind your tongue, old man, lest I cut it out. I don't trust these guys. Sir, look, Somnus, did this guy just plant? This guy just fucking did a drug plant. You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in a dungeon till the end of your days unless you can afford the fine. Heh, business as usual. Wah! I'm old Ja. To arms, to arms. Oh, it's these looking guys. 7 hells. Consider this a warning. Now go, all of you. Yes, sir. I mean, you only just, like, tried to frame us for a crime, but, like, you know what? Sure, why not? I don't know who I'm supposed to be rooting for here. Big, beastly-looking fellows with the tails and the ripped muscles, or those other guys who just tried to accuse us of a crime that we did not commit. You be careful around them brass blades. Last bastards will have the shirt off your back if they fancy it. Like common bandits, they are only less honest. Thank the gods for sending some beastmen to the rescue, eh? Heh. Hey, seeing as we've got a long ride ahead, you mind keeping me company till we arrive? Them youngins don't much care for the conversation, say. Yeah, say. Brent's the name, and peddling's me trade. Judging by your unusual garments, I'll wager you're one of them new adventurers. Yes. I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory, now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business these days, especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Torch. Sure. Fortune, eh? Then I reckon you'll fit right in where we're going. Once you've learned to handle yourself in a fight, you'll want to pay a visit to whichever crafting or gathering guild tickles your fancy. And there are plenty to choose from, too. Whether it be weaving, alchemy, goldsmithing, or mining that interests you, Uldah's got a place where you can learn your trade. Adventuring ain't just about killing things after all. Peaceful pastime may well help you make your fortune. Just remember though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. That's a raw fact. By the by, is this your first trip to Uldah? Yes. It is. It is? Well then, let this journey itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Uldah is ruled by the Sultan in name, but as most folks know, the Syndicate holds the real power. Them and their monetarist cronies would happily get rid of Her Grace altogether, but that won't happen while she still commands the loyalty of the Royalists. And the Royalists are nothing if not loyal. These factions have long fought over power, thrown the weight of their wealth against each other, and they show no signs of stopping. Of course, the Lizardmen, that's the Amalja, couldn't care less about Uldah and politics. They have their own interests, see? And they ain't afraid to use force to serve them. They say war is a gift to peddlers. Need breed and profit, and though it shames me to say it, I'm inclined to agree. Ah, at long last, behold Uldah, jewel of Thanalan, where folk turn sand into gold. So true, bestie, so true.
Deep in the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises, a solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance, her name, Uldah. Even with the coming of the 7th Umbral Era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis. As the twin faces of Nold Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul. One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
And here's where we part ways, lass. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, then it's on to the high road for me. I can't read for shit. Sure, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for putting up with me, prattle. What is it? Thanks, it's nothing! You're never to tell me your name, though. Hey, but here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square. Sure, buddy.
May the traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
Final Fantasy 14. Wow! Wow! Incredible! Wowie zowie! Oi, Ventura, over here! Who the hell are you? I mean you. Fresh off the carriage by any chance? Eh? How can I tell? Heh. Name's Wymund, and my business is knowing every bugger else's. Now then, what if I were to offer you some invaluable advice by way of welcome to our fair city? Free of charge even, just this once. Okay. I think I need to, like... Oh, welcome to Ul'dah, the shining beacon of prosperity rising from the deserts of Thanalan. Please select the control screen move. Gamepad. Okay. I think I need to, adjust the video settings of the game because I hope it's not stuttering on the recording. So I'm gonna pause briefly. It will be no time for you, but it'll be everything for you. Alright. I have changed to windowed mode and lowered the resolution slightly. The resolution wasn't a problem, but I figure being in windowed mode probably would help. It's plain to anyone with eyes that you don't know your way around here. If I let you go wandering off down the nearest dark alley, you'd certainly get mugged or worse, and I don't want that on my conscience. So before you do anything else, you'll want to head over to the quicksand and speak to Momodi. She's the master of the Adventurers Guild, and can set you on the right path. Okay. Just take those steps over yonder and pass through the double doors. You'll find her inside. And that's as much as you're getting for free. Good luck with that adventurer. Thanks! You'll be on a quest. Yes. Why, hello there. Who might you be? If you're looking to join the Adventurers Guild, you come to the right place. Name's Momodi, and I own this fine establishment if it pleases you. I also manage the Adventurers Guild here in Ul'dah, so you might say that looking after green adventurers like yourself is my vocation. And lucky for you that it is. Without someone like me to steer you right, you'd soon find yourself out in the middle of nowhere, caught up in business you don't understand. Like our conflict with the Amaja, for example. They've been plaguing the Sultanate for nigh on, forever now. Then there's the Garlean Empire. None can say for sure what they're plotting these days, only that they are. Aye, the people drink and make merry, but underneath it all, there's worry and a lingering feeling of loss. And little wonder, it's scarce been 5 years since the lesser moon cracked open like a giant egg, releasing an abomination intent on turning the realm into an eighth hell. So much was lost in the blink of an eye. It was like the end of the world had come at last. But then things began to get foggy. Everyone's got their own version of what happened next. Some of them 2 or 3. You'd think people would remember something like that, but the fact is, they don't. Nobody does. There is one thing the survivors agree on, though. The part played by a band of adventurers who laid down their lives for a realm that wasn't their own. They fought valiantly, and like so many others, they never returned. Deeds worth remembering, I'm sure you'll agree. It's just a shame that our recollections of those brave heroes are as jumbled as those of the calamity itself. Whenever we try to call their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us and the midday sun, permanently silhouetted. I'll bet that sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? Well, it's not. It's bloody infuriating. But even if we can't remember them, we'll not let them be forgotten, so we call them the Warriors of Light. And they'll forever stand as a shining example of what adventurers can achieve. That's why I welcome new arrivals like yourself to our fair city. All I ask is that you lend a helping hand. And try to leave Ul'dah in a better state than you found her. If you can promise that, I'd be happy to let you join the guild. Alright then, a promise is a promise now. I'm counting on your help to put the past behind us. We need people working and spending and bickering like the old days. About to be bricked up. I don't even know what that means, but apparently my subconsciousness wanted me to say that. Since I read bickering as brickering. What does it even mean to brick something? Is that like a cask of Amontillado? Are we about to like brick people into the walls of our basements by luring them with sweet delicious wine? And a happy and prosperous Ul'dah means more business for the quicksand too. Any road, let's make this official. Go ahead and write your name in the register. Neat as you can. Artie Tootie. Well, ain't that a charming name? Just rolls off the tongue, it does. Alright, Miss Tootie. On behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially... Please, sir, be merciful. 12 as my witness, I swear to you, I'll bring you your money. In the East, it is said that even a merciful god might be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemed. Be grateful you are given a 4th chance to offend. You two, attend to this scum. No, please, mercy. Well, ain't that a sorry sight? Nor an uncommon one, if I'm honest. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, I doubt you'll end up like him. Just the same, if you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me like every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Of course, I do enjoy hearing a lady muse on the many manhoods of her acquaintance from time to time. What? I don't know what that means. Any road, welcome to Ul'dah, Artie. Yay! Take a moment to catch your breath and I'll teach you about our fair city. Yippee! Yippee! I think my microphone is not picking up my yippies. I'm doing the autism yippee. This includes our introductory game tutorial. You'll take the first step to adventure as an adventurer in the city of Ul'dah. Listen well to the wisdom of Modi, and then go forth and discover this great, incredible adventure awaits you. Wow, we leveled up! Wow! Momodi, the proprietress of the quicksand, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Before you go charging off to find your fortune, I've got a few basic tasks that I'd like you to perform so as to help you get to know this place. First of all, I want you to visit the Aetherite Plaza. Get there, head west from here till you reach Emerald Avenue. Then look to the north. You should see a giant floating crystal called the Aetherite. If it weren't for Aetherites, traveling around Eorzea would be a damn sight more troublesome than it is. Of course, you still need to attune with them before you can use them, so be sure to do that with the one in the plaza. You ever attune yourself with an Aetherite before already? If not, just lay your hand on the thing and you'll see what I mean. When you've done that, I want you to visit the Gladiators Guild over at the Coliseum. Assuming that sword ain't just for show, you might consider training there. And finally, I want you to visit the Sapphire Exchange Avenue Exchange over on the Steps of Thal. Goods from all across Eorzea and beyond and turn up there every day. You'll have no trouble finding armor, weapons, or anything else a fledgling adventurer like yourself might need. You might say that everything's for sale here in Ul'dah, as long as you got the guild. Just make sure as you don't pay more than you ought, Artie. There's plenty as won't scruple to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself, especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interests. Which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Cesaroga and give it to him. He'll be happy to tell you about the markets once you've read it. In short then, visit the Aetherite Plaza, the Gladiators Guild, and the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Simple. Oh, but before you go, a word of advice. While there's more than a few unsavory characters out there who will try to take advantage of you, there are also some with honest-to-goodness problems who you should consider offering a helping hand to. A lot of folks are lured to the city by the promise of wealth and power. What many of them fail to realize is that instead of chasing after guild the moment they get here, they ought to be making friends. Let it be known that you're willing to give as much as you get, and opportunities will come your way. Speaking of which, you should speak with the smith over yonder. Those lads always have some good advice for up-and-coming adventurers. Otherwise, that's about it for me. It's past time you get going. Oh, and let me know when you've finished, will you? That way I won't spend my days worrying that you're down on your small clothes without a guild to your name. Yes. Yes, chef. I don't need tutorials, I'm good. Greetings, I am one of the smiths, a stoker of fires and forger of futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I've been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. I see you have recently taken up the Adventurer Mantle. The possibilities stretching out before you are positively daunting. In the Adventurers Guild, we see new adventurers as fledgling heroes. If you are our champions of tomorrow, our nascent stars of limitless potential. My fellow smiths and I are here to provide you with guidance, but the guild you also enlist a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be happy to share with you their accumulated wisdom. You can recognize these helpful men and women by their title of mentor. Mentors stand ready to advise you at the aspect of adventuring. They have hundreds of quests under their belts and will likely have a solution for whatever dilemma might be causing you trouble. A mentor may even offer to accompany you on your adventures. I highly recommend that you take advantage of mentors' aid to enrich your experiences in Eorzea. Pray do not hesitate to ask me if you would like to know more. The new adventurer status is applied to all players who have recently begun their adventures in Eorzea. Amongst Eorzea's thriving population, there are seasoned players known as mentors, who have taken it upon themselves to assist these new adventurers. When a new adventurer and a mentor form a party, they both receive a bonus to experience points earned. Upon invitation by a mentor, new adventurers also gain access to the Novice Network, an exclusive chat channel where they can consult with mentors and share their experiences with other beginning players. I'm good. I did my due diligence. Alright, let's freaking go. Alright, so I gotta attune myself with the Aetherite. Yes, yes, yes. Yo, I have attuned myself to the Aetheryte. Hail, adventurer! Might you have come at the behest of Miss Momodi of the Quicksand? Excellent, which brings us to the matter of the attunement fee. That will be 100,000 gil, if you please, madam. Ah ha 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 ha. Apologies, but I do so relish the opportunity to make that jest. The look on your face was absolutely priceless. Ah, but the fact that you were so easily deceived suggests that you are unfamiliar with the use of aetherites. Allow me to explain. These crystalline agglomerations tap into the ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means of travel swiftly from one place to another. Perchance you have heard of return and teleport. These transportation spells make direct use of the aetherites and their connection to the flow of aether. Given that there is an aetherite in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune herself to each and every one. But even if you have no intention on wandering beyond the Sultanate's borders, it would be prudent for you to attune yourself to any aetherites you encounter from now on. I pray you found that informative. Should you wish to learn more about aetherites or transportation magic, I should be happy to answer your questions. I'm good. You're tuned with the aetherite. You are now able to use the return spell. I basically just unlocked fast travel. That's cool. Oh. Wait. How do I... Okay. How is this look? Okay. I think this is good. Alright, I'll mess with the hotbar stuff later. I am using controller because I like to be able to unwind while playing video games, and keyboard and mouse is only really good for first-person Minecraft. For me, personally, and specifically only, because I'm just a dweeb who doesn't like playing on my computer mouse. But that said, I do love that this game has, I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, I do love how this game has controller support, because, like, I mean, I don't know, I used to play WoW when I was, like, in middle school, and that you had to play with a keyboard and mouse, and I was not a big fan of the mouse and keyboard, but that was just because, I was a fool. Oh, I'm skipping all the dialogue instinctively! Alright, whatever. It's whatever. Okay. What will it be? Will you rise above the masses and inscribe your name in legend? Or will you resign yourself to mediocrity and die in obscurity? A decision you shan't regret. One moment, make way for RD2D. Fresh meat coming through. Now then, before your enrollment can be considered complete, you must present yourself to First Sword Mila. Seek her out and obtain her approval. I mean, this bench right here. I heard Lulutsu, so you're RT2D. Tis a good, strong name. On behalf of the Gladiators Guild, allow me to welcome you. I am Mila, Guildmaster here. Do you wish to study our arts? I presume you have no reason for choosing the sword over all other weapons. Perhaps you think it is easiest to learn. A sword is a simple weapon, but to wield a blade well is anything but simple. For every Colosseum champion to emerge from our ranks, there have been countless disappointments who failed to achieve greatness. Bear in mind before you answer me, Artie, for I do not ask this question lightly. Have you the strength to live by the sword, and if it is your fate, die by it? Yeah, I can die by this. Little A die by the sword as a treat. Then welcome, gladiator, to your new home. Let's not waste time, shall we? I would gauge your aptitude for the sword. Just outside the gates of Uldar, you'll find plenty of marmots, hornets, and shrews. Slay 3 of each and return here when finished. A simple task, but essential to your training nonetheless. Now go. Yes, ma'am. Alright. 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 I need to fix the hotbar. Fix the hotbar. Fix the hotbar. Fix the hotbar. But I'll do that between episodes. Okay. Wait. Where am I going? Where am I going? Oh, good. Okay. I mean, the hotbar thing won't be a big issue for now. Just because, like, I don't have enough skills to where I need to move the sprint and teleport stuff to a different, layer or whatever, but it's fine. It'll be fine. And you are? Oh, a newly come adventurer. But of course, yes, I am Cesaroga. What can I do for you? Ah, you would have me teach you the ways of the marketplace. Very wise. As for my fee... What? You expect me to do it for free? Surely you jest. My dear adventurer, when you ask an Uldan for a favor, you should at least try to make it worth his while. Judging by your garb, I rather doubt you could afford my services, but the fact that you offer nothing is laughable. Take this letter of introduction. Finch. Oh, Mistress Momodi instructed you to seek me out, did she? Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. I shall be brief, and you shall be attentive. You stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest and most profitable marketplace in the Sultanate. Being advantageously situated in relation to the other city-states, Uldar's markets have ever served as both the literal and figurative centers of Eorzean commerce. All the great overland trade routes lead to our city, and the majority of our maritime trade between Vilebrand and Aldenard pass through our ports. Because of this, countless companies and consortiers have chosen Uldar as their base of operations. They see to it that the marketplace is awash with merchants and moneylenders day and night. Anything a man could ever desire could be purchased here, provided as he has sufficient funds. Surely there's something you seek, adventurer. A deadlier sword, perhaps, or a shinier trinket? Whatever it is you want, the exchange will have it. To the north, you will find merchants peddling armor and accessories, curatives and crafting material. And to the south, you will find weapons, tools, and an assortment of other useful items for sale. Seek out a particular merchant or browse to your heart's content. But do try to remain aloof should you find something that piques your interest. Decisions made in the heat of the moment are usually unwise, especially when where coin is concerned. That is all the complimentary aid you shall have from me, and far too much for my taste. Now, my regards to Momodi. My regards to Momodi. Now off with you. Okay. How was your tour of the city, Archie? Did you get lost, did you? Aye, well, Uldar's a big place with lots to see and do, but wandering around aimlessly don't pay the bills. If you're serious about making a living here, you'll need to remember where things are. When you go explore like you've got purpose, eh? Alright then, all that's left is for you to work hard, make money, and spend it here in the quicksand. Yay! Yay! Okay. So I gotta do my gladiator mission. I gotta do it to get to a point where I can alright, hold on. Let me first figure out what these do. Attack. Okay, that's it. Attack. Okay, so increases damage and does an attack. Okay. The bottom and then right. I'm just gonna skip over all the pop-ups that ever appear, just because, like, I don't think I need them. I'm doing this for the story, not for the tutorials. Hey, where are you? And I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. I got insomnia. I cannot sleep. Okay, snapping shrews. Your motherfucking life ends today. There you are. Your motherfucking life ends today! I'm gonna end the episode here and then come back when I'm at the guild, and also I'll have the UI. So thank you all for coming, watching, like, comment, and subscribe. Goodbye.